So you not expect me to say parliament has done wrong, the president has not done. I speak my mind because mtanipeleka wapi? Si manyata ni hapo Samburu. I don't understand why, for example, we are busy passing legislation very quickly on other subjects that are politically important, but we don't look at what is extremely important for this country. The Electoral Commission. How can a country like ours stand on its feet if it does not have an Electoral Commission? Elections are in 2027. This is 2024. When will this commission be prepared? But why don't we use social media to impact on legislation? Why don't we, for example, have a hashtag, appoint IBC, now, and spread it? Those who have opportunity will actually follow it, and they will do something. Why is social media, why is the IBC not being constituted? Because Azimio can't appoint their representative to the panel. Is that something to hold a country hostage for 2 years? So how can we use social media positively?
You have all heard the statement from Justice Isaac Lenaola. Isaac Lenaola is a member of the 7-judge bench that sits at the Supreme Court. This is a respected individual in the Republic of Kenya and actually has been in the practice for quite some time. So whenever he speaks and with the kind of attitude that I saw in him, I take it very serious. His speech yesterday is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support can give this channel. Let me dive into the topic today. Now, Isaac Lenaola made a speech. And in his speech, there are a few things that he was talking about. First of all, he insinuated that, and actually you've listened to it, he has insinuated very clearly that there was an attempt to interfere with Rigathi Gachagua's proceedings in the judiciary. The first one. And the attempt was through hacking because they say the system failed completely. That shows the desperate measures that the government can always take to ensure that it has achieved its mandate. Now, another thing that he also insinuated is that in 2027, there's a likelihood that we are going to have the same scenarios under William Ruto's regime, which means there's some illegal things that are being planned by William Ruto and his team. And probably, according to what I'm seeing, if that is going to happen and the way Lenaola has insinuated, things are going to be tough. Also, Lenaola also showed that the government is prioritizing things that don't matter to Kenyans, yet Kenyans need some of the things to be done so urgently. The government pushes so much political aspects, but forgets the issues that affect the common mwananchi directly. Now, I want to dive in on some of the lessons that we learned or some of the takeaways from Lenaola's case. The first one is this. Lenaola and many other judges in the country recognize that William Ruto has poor priorities when it comes to the Kenyan issues, in that prioritizes things that benefit them as a government and leaders and forgets the common mwananchi. For instance, Lenaola cited the issue today in the ABC. In the current situation right now, we have regions like, for instance, there's an MCA who passed on in Nyamira County. As we speak now, it's almost a year, and actually it's a year plus, and this area does not have an MCA. If we go to some parts like the people who are appointed to become the cabinet secretaries, like Undai, like Opiyo Undai, we can see very clearly that his constituency does not have a representative. The other regions, 11 of them, which are supposed to have by-elections carried out, but they can't do that because of the IBC commission that is not well situated. As we speak today, none even the people who are seated in the IBC right now are coming out to speak about it. So therefore, the IBC aspect, it is a very critical thing that should be handled as we speak right now, but William Ruto is taking for granted, instead passing legislations that are not beneficial to the common mwananchi. Kasongo, indeed. Now, another thing, it is the poor performance by the government. William Ruto has shown very well that he cannot perform. And actually now, Justice Lenaola also showed very well that from the type of things that are happening in the country is not doing well. Justice Lenaola also insinuated another thing, that he knows very well that the abductions, killings, and intimidation that always cause to some of the people who speak against the government. That's why he was very categorical. He said that there's nothing you can do to me. After all, my place is just, Manyata is just across here. So in real sense, he felt like he's the enemy. Right now, he cannot be intimidated with these other small things. So they recognize what is happening on the ground, meaning that everybody knows William Ruto is not using clear methods to put himself in certain positions that are favorable for Kenyans. Instead, he ensures things have been done shrewdly across all departments. Now, another thing that I noted and that is very important here is this. As we speak today, the leadership in the judiciary is not okay. Martha Koome is not doing well in her leadership. An aspect like this of the interference with the systems of the judiciary was supposed to be spoken by the judiciary, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, of which she did not. Let me remind you that before we had Martha Koome, after the case of Rigathi Gachagua, we had Martha Koome going to Spice FM. She was asked if there was any form of interference. She actually denied and said she could not tell. Yet something like a system, it is something you can tell there's something wrong that is going on. So in real sense that Martha Koome as a person, she failed because she was not able to cite that our systems are not doing well because of this and that. Meaning that the leadership in the judiciary is not okay. And Martha Koome must stand and do the right things the way Maraga did. Because we felt Maraga was in charge. We felt Maraga was in the judiciary. We felt Maraga is speaking. But Martha Koome, she's afraid. Instead, if there's a problem, she goes to State House to see William Ruto. That is dangerous for this country. And I hope Martha Koome will change and perform according to the expectations of Kenyans. Another thing I want to talk about is this. It is very clear that our judges are in Kenya, are also following what is happening across the political divides. Here, they know very well that we had Ali Hassan Joho, Pio Wandai, John Mbadi, and of course, Wycliffe Ambeso Paranya going to government to work. But as we speak today, also Lenaola expressed his dissatisfaction with what Ali Hassan Joho and his team are doing. What do I mean by this? We had Ali Hassan Joho talking back at Kenyans, accusing them of being lazy and not informed because of simply criticizing the government in social media, on social media platforms. So, Ali Hassan Joho showed that Kenyans are not informed. They are idle. That's why they are engaging on social media. But to the contrary, a learned person, someone who was going to school, passed and did very well, that is Isaac Lenaola. He came out strongly to support the use of social media to push some of the agendas in the country. One of them that he did is the issue to the ABC. Actually went ahead to suggest that let us have a hashtag, appoint IBC. That is a recognition that we need the IBC in place and that social media is the place to push some of these agendas. That is a point that William Ruto and his entire team, including those from ODM, could not see that social media has its power. Ali Hassan Joho now stands suddenly, he's the one against social media. So it is very clear that as we speak today, it has to be business, it has to be a different business, because we can't have a scenario where social media is being attacked. Social media users are being attacked by people in government simply because of criticism. But we thank God that the people like Isaac Lenaola were able to look at these issues and judge and make their own statements fearlessly. Kudos to him. One thing I also want to learn, a lesson that I also borrow from Isaac Lenaola's team, is this. Isaac Lenaola's speech is this, that William Ruto is not a listening president. Is not a listening president. Perhaps I feel that he could have left it on the point that let us appoint the ABC. But going ahead to say let's have hashtags, that means William Ruto does not listen intellectual conversations. He always has his own thinking, and that's what he abides for. Whenever he has an opportunity. I don't know what is your take as far as Justice Isaac Lenaola is concerned, but kindly let me see on the comment section on what is happening, on what you think about Isaac Lenaola and some of the lessons you learned from there. As for me, I feel disappointed that we are in a position where senior judges like that one have to come out and speak on issues that should have been done by people like William Ruto, who are doctor at a level of academics, and also is the president of the Republic of Kenya, who claims to be respecting the law. That is my video there and there. My name is Abel Mukwa. Kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can give this channel. See you next time for more videos.